What's cracking, little bitches? How we doing? That line is so bad. Oh my god. Listen, I like the Michael Bay Transformers, the first one, but that line is so bad. I had to do it though. It was so funny. Anyway, hi everybody. How we doing? It's Chase here. I'm at my boss's house. I am watching his dogs again. So I'm here to do a video for you on my iPad. Yeah, let's see if this fucking thing works, because I fucking hate this thing. My Zoom on my iPad won't let me fucking record sometimes. It's special. So let's do this. My top 10 essential thrash metal albums to get people into thrash metal. Or thrash metal, or top 10 thrash metal albums for beginners, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Let's talk about them, shall we? Number 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. I have Beneath the Remains by Sepultura. It's pretty... I don't want to say it's over... It's an aggressive album, for sure. But if you're already a death metal fan, I think this is going to be a pretty good album for you to be like, okay, I can get into this. This is pretty good. This is pretty solid. I just also think it's a kick-ass fucking album. This is my. By the way, I should say not all these albums will be my favorites from these bands, but a couple of them are. A lot of them are actually more than I thought. I was like, oh, these are actually my favorites. Yeah, Beneath the Remains is just it takes everything from morbid visions and schizophrenia, and it kind of makes the production better and does everything that they did in the first two and combines it all into their masterpiece, in my opinion. I love Beneath the Remains. It's like I said, it's my favorite of Sepultura's albums, and it's my number 10. Number 9 is also my favorite album by this band, Creator's Pleasure to Kill. After their first couple, this is their third album. After their first and second album, they did kind of what Sepultura also did, and they kind of made everything what they'd done in the first two and kind of combined it all into one kick-ass, awesome fucking album. You guys can probably hear that every time, huh? I just realized that. Shit. Fuck it. Fuck you. Let me move it out of the way. It's a mat. But yeah, no, Pleasure to Kill is just, it has a little bit of black metal sound in there still, but it's just really good. It's my favorite Sepultura, or my favorite Creator, excuse me. But I think it's also their essential album. So, number 9, Pleasure to Kill by Creator. Number 8 for me. Wow, they beat the Nuggets. Wow, good job, Bulls. You guys still suck, but good job, Bulls. Number 8 is it's also my favorite, which is hilarious. Infernal Overkill by Destruction. Is the opposite of Pleasure to Kill for me, where it's raw, it's brutal, it's awesome, it's fast, it's awesome, it's awesome. Yeah, Infernal Overkill is actually my favorite. My favorite Devastation, no, my favorite Destruction album. It's just got that brutal, raw energy that I love from the German thrash scene. I just love it. It's my favorite Destruction album. So, my number 8, Infernal Overkill. Now, my number 7 might get me in trouble, and this is where I say, because I forgot to. My number 7 is Rust in Peace by Megadeth. This album, these are just 10 essential albums. They're not numbered. I just numbered them. Went, okay, this album, and Rust in Peace was just the 7th one that went in my head. So there you go. Rust in Peace by Megadeth. Probably the most progressive, proggy, if you will, of the albums on here. Dave Mustaine and Marty Friedman are my favorite thrash duo. Probably my favorite guitar duo, to be honest, of all time. And this was their first album together, and they kick ass here, and I love Rust in Peace. It's my favorite Megadeth. It's also fucking amazing. The technical skill on this album is so good. if you're a guitar lover, if you love guitar, you're gonna fucking die because it's amazing. Come everywhere because it's amazing. Megadeth, 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 Megadeth. Now, my 5 and 6, I actually couldn't pick which one I liked more because they flip flop all the time. These two are actually not my favorites from this band, but they're actually my 2 and 3, and they flip flop all the time. And that is from Testament. Their debut and their first 2 albums, The Legacy and The New Order. I can't pick which one I like more most of the time. Like one day I'll have The New Order as my number 2, and then the next day I'll have the Legacy at 2, and I'm like, what the fuck? My favorite's The Gathering. It's that death thrash mix, and I love it. But yeah, no, the Legacy and The New Order might be my favorite back-to-back albums of all time. Like it's up there, man. Like they're fantastic albums. Both of them are great. The Legacy has a rawness to it that is so much fun and so good to listen to. And The New Order has this maturity in their sound and their production and everything, but it also keeps the same style, if you will, as the Legacy. It's a little bit darker though, and it just better production by that much, but it's still great. I love them both. So I had to put them at 5 and 6. I couldn't pick, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just put them both at 5 and 6. I wasn't gonna make them. I wasn't gonna do it 2 for 1, but who gives a shit? Fucking love this album. I love Testament. They're one of my favorite bands of all time. I love Testament. Number 5 and 6, The Legacy and The New Order. Their first 2 albums. Check them out. Number 4 for me is again my favorite of this particular band. The Years of Decay by Overkill. Feel the Fire. I did this last fucking time I recorded this video. God damn it. Feel the Fire. Sorry, these guys have made 20 albums. I always fucking forget. Hold on. Feel the Fire, Taking Over, and Under the Influence are fantastic albums. Don't get me wrong, they're great. But The Years of Decay kind of has better production, better most everything, and I just love it. I really do. It's, like I said, my favorite. I love the album. It's in my opinion, the essential Overkill album. I could see anybody taking one of the first 3 or maybe even a couple more after that, like Horoscope or something. But The Years of Decay is my favorite and the essential for me. Overkill album. So number 3 is maybe one of the most iconic, if not the most. It's 2 and 3 are very, very close for iconic debuts. I think number 2 is a bit more iconic. It's close though. It's very close. But I'll go with my number 2 and say it's the second, or my number 3, and say that my number 3 is the second most iconic debut of all time in thrash history, and that's Kill 'Em All by Metallica. I almost said Megadeth, but it's Metallica. Dave Mustaine did write on the album. He didn't perform, but he did write. Listen, I've given Metallica all the grief over the last number of years. I no longer love them like I did when I was a kid. Their music after Master of Puppets for me doesn't really do much for me. I like a lot of the songs on Injustice for All, but I also think that there's the songs on there work better as individual songs than an actual album. Again, that's just me. But I do like And Justice for All. The Black Album, I pretty much could give a fuck about that album anymore. But anyway, the first 3 for me. Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets are the core Metallica albums for me. Their first three, and I gotta go with I have to go with Kill 'Em All. I think if you want to learn about the most popular band in the genre, maybe even of all time, metal band, I think they're by far the most popular metal band of all time. I think you kind of have to start with their debut, and Kill 'Em All. Kill 'Em All is my number three. Um, I think you have to start there, then go to Ride the Lightning, the Master of Puppets, and then Injustice for All, and then Black Album, and then Load and Reload, and everything else after that. Uh, but yeah, that for me is it. That's it for me. That's where you start with them. Kill 'Em All is kick ass, awesome album. Started a career off, and I think kind of underrated in their discography because everybody talks about Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning. I like it more than Master of Puppets. Ride the Lightning is my favorite. I'd probably go Ride the Lightning, Kill 'Em All, Master of Puppets right now, and then so on and so forth. But yeah, I think I'd go Ride the Lightning, Ride the Lightning, Kill 'Em All, Master. Yeah, and I think I would go with that. Yeah, I think that's my list right now of the three. Yeah. Yeah, Kill 'Em All's kick ass. It's got that raw energy that Metallica just doesn't have anymore. For me, I remember listening to it and to 72 seasons and just being like, this is boring. Like, really, this is boring. And then you listen to this album and you're like, holy shit, this is like one of the greatest things I've ever heard in my life. It's raw. It's very, very, very unrefined. But it's just, everything was there from the beginning for Metallica. It's kick-ass. It's great. Kill 'Em All is great. Just go in order with Metallica. Kill 'Em All. Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, Justice, Black Album, the rest. Just do that. If you want to get into Thrash and you get to Metallica, go in order. If I'm being completely honest with you, just listen to the first three, maybe Injustice, and you could listen to Injustice for All and see how you like it personally, and then you can listen to Black Album if you want to. I'm not gonna say you have to, but if you want to. But yeah, there you go. Number two. I will say the most iconic debut of all time because everybody says this is their best album. Not my personal favorite. It's actually my number two favorite of this band. And that is Bonded by Blood by Exodus. This thing is like the thrash metal album to end thrash metal album. I mean, it's iconic. Fucking Paul Bailoff is a monster on this album. It's kick-ass. Fucking awesome album. He's fucking awesome on this album. Gary Holt and Rick Hunolt are shredding it the entire album. Gary Holt's my favorite thrash guitarist. He might even be my favorite guitarist of all time. I love this dude. He's awesome. He just happens to be in my two favorite bands of all time. Bond by Blood is kick-ass. I love the album. It's killer. There's no bad song on it. Really, there's no bad song. I love it so much. It's so good, so great. I love it so much. I love this album. It's great. The only thing I could really not even give it grief for, because the songs are so fucking awesome, but the production isn't that great. They didn't have a lot of money, but fuck it. It's Exodus. They kick ass. They're killer. The songs speak for themselves. Even if the production isn't fantastic. The album rocks. Bonded by Blood is awesome. But number one, like I said with Metallica, it's kind of the opposite here. Where I said with Metallica, you kind of have to start to Kill 'Em All, and then go to Ride the Lightning, and then Master of Puppets, and then so on and so forth. I think with Slayer, you have to start at Rain and Blood. And then you go back to Show No Mercy. What? Oh, okay. Never mind. I think you have to start with Rain and Blood. Then go back to Show No Mercy, their debut. And then Hell Awaits. And then the live album and the EP. And then go to Rain and then listen to Rain and Blood again. And then continue on to after Rain and Blood. Listen, my favorite album of all time. This had to be on the list. Slayer is my favorite band of all time. Rain and Blood is my favorite album of all time. It is such a kick-ass album that it was supposed to be like 31 or 32 minutes in total. The album length, and it's not. It's not. It's like 29 minutes and some change. It's killer. You have to start at Rain and Blood, and then go back to the first two, the live album and the EP, and then there you go. I mean, you have to. Rain and Blood is where you start. I really think that Beneath the Remains and Rain and Blood are a good comparison to each other, because I think that they are both I know that Rain and Blood is considered a thrash album, but it's almost a death metal album because of what they talk about in their lyrics and in the songs, how they are. It's blisteringly fast, brutal as shit. Like I said, it was supposed to be like 31, 32 minutes, and it's 29 and some change minutes. Ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. Rain and Blood, my number one. Like, I knew it would be, but if this was an ordered list, even though I did number them, this was an ordered list, this would have been number one, regardless of if it's numbered or not. It's the essential thrash metal album. If you like this album, you will like thrash, pretty much. You have to go with Rain and Blood. You have to. Where I think Bonded by Blood is the essential debut thrash album. Rain and Blood is the essential thrash album in general. I love it. It's great. Again, kick-ass bands here. I could have gone just to do some honorable mentions, and maybe I'll do a second list or something, or maybe I'll do a top 20 at some point. Who knows? You could do Spreading the Disease, or what's their other album that they have that everyone loves? Among the Living. You could do either of those for Anthrax. Possess Seven Churches. That's kind of like an early death metal album that's like considered, in my opinion, it's the first death metal album, but it's very, very, very thrashy. To get more into the crossover thrash stuff, I would say like the early few DRI recordings. They don't really have, I mean, they have albums, yes, but like just look up DRI and go to their early stuff in particular. Game Over by Nuclear Assault. Persecution Mania by Sodom. God, who else? To do some newer crossover thrash or thrash bands. Art of Partying by Municipal Waste. Really anything by Evil. Anything by Havoc. Anything by... Well, not anything by Power Trip. Nightmare Logic by Power Trip. That has to be listened to. That is a crossover thrash masterpiece. I mean, it has a very punky but very thrashy energy to it. That is a crossover masterpiece. it might be the crossover masterpiece of the last nearly 30 years, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, it's really just do those. I mean, shit. Woe to the Vanquished, or what's it called, Weapons of Tomorrow by Warbringer as well. Either of those are pretty good. Really anything by Warbringer. By the way, Wrath and Ruin. Warbringer. Thank God you exist. Gonna be doing that really soon. Gonna be doing that and the new Destruction soon. Shit. Any of the few older albums by Sadist to get that Death Thrash feel to it. Also, even their newest one from like 2021 or 2022. Where's their ranking? Ah, here it is. The Shadow Inside. That was a good one. That's actually my favorite one by them. I love Sadist. They're a very, very underrated band. Yeah, that's really it. I mean, listen to any of the 10, and then any of the ones that I in my honorable mentions. Like I said, maybe I'll do another top 10 or something. But I mean, yeah, you kind of have to go with those top 10. I think, and then kind of transition into then those next 10 of any of the other ones that any of the honorable mentions that I talked about. So yeah, that's that. That's really it. Yeah. Talk to you guys later. Peace out. Bye.